but in general.
I don't want to do squats. That's all.
You know, so before we go, can I tell you a DA story? Can I tell you one of my favorite DA stories about an ass?
Yep.
So this case comes in for filing, and I had to go see it through to arraignment as well because I was so fascinated. But it was a medical fraud case where somebody used another identity to get a care credit account. In California, you can use care credit to pay for surgeries. The individual at 5'2" had gotten ass implants. Now, the reason that they got arrested the day they got arrested is because the ass had become infected. And so the officers knew that there was a follow-up appointment at the doctor's office and went and arrested the individual at the doctor's appointment for using the fake identity to get a line of credit to get the ass implants. So when they came in to be arraigned, they were face down, ass up on a stretcher because their ass was so infected around the implants. So they ended up in special custody with the sheriff's department because they had to deal with all the medical. And then eventually the sheriff's department gave them a complimentary explantation surgery to remove or repossess the infected.
They repoed the ass implant?
Well, it was infected. And they didn't have the capacity to fix it. They couldn't sit in court. What my favorite part was that this individual had a tramp stamp on the lower back above the ass of a donkey kicking out backwards that said kick ass.
Yes.
Yep. And in case you want to know if I was ever petty as a prosecutor, I did try to also file the illegal possession of narcotics because they were in the name of the stolen identity and not in the defendant's own name. And my supervisor told me I needed to chill out a little bit and that the infected ass was probably enough of a punishment.
Did you go to your boss and say, this is a travesty of a mockery of a sham and we need justice?
I said, look here. These are prescription painkillers. They are not in the defendant's name. And my boss is like, but technically they had a prescription. I'm like, technically it's somebody else's prescription. And all of these get onto the street because someone had a prescription. My boss is like, this is not
it. It's a gateway crime. First the drugs for the budget. Next thing you know, they're getting mommy makeovers. And where does it stop? We'll have chaos.
Okay, best story I've heard this month.
We're going to clap these cheeks.
I need to see if I still have any evidence in my file of funsies because I did have a defendant that got identified because he had the dancing girls emoji tattooed above his eyebrows. And so 3 witnesses are like, no, he's got the dancing girl emojis. And the police are like, oh yeah, we know exactly who that is.
Yeah. I had a guy who had a tattoo of a noose tattooed around his neck that looked like the thing going up.
Mm-hmm.
And we had beat cases for years. Couldn't Teflon. One simple little case, man. He went down on it. Why? Because they saw the neck tattoo. Very distinct.
Very distinct.